What's up, YouTube? Back again with another video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm back though. This one might be kind of quick. Just got a few things I want to talk about, a couple of shows, and some recent additions to my collection. So just getting straight into it. Recently I saw a big bucket list band for me, and that was Macabre. So obviously Macabre is an extremely unique band, so I've always wanted to see them, and they came right, reasonably close. I didn't have to go far to see them. Obviously they're not touring and stuff like that, so but that was at the Carolina Chainsaw Massacre party, and that's put on by John McEntee and his wife, John from Incantation. So I went to the festival, the last one they did, the second one in 2023, and this is just like a smaller version of it, so it's like the party instead of the fest. So I'm assuming they're going to put on a festival, another one as well, but this one did really good. So it was Incantation, of course, playing, Macabre, and then those were the two big bands. And then I think it's Narcotic Wasteland. It's got one of the dudes from Nile. And then a bunch of other bands I've seen before. But Incantation, I saw them for the first time at the last festival, so they were cool to see again. And of course Macabre, which was fucking badass. So yeah, it was all around just killer. It was at Chapel of Bones in Raleigh, which is super cool. It's a coffee shop too, but also like, a venue or whatever, and it's a really cool place. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff signed, and talked to John a little bit, which is really cool. Got some signatures from him. It's funny, both John and Chuck from Incantation, I was wearing a Necrovore shirt, and they really got a kick out of that. So that was pretty cool. Got to talk to them a little bit. But I'll show the stuff I got signed. And I wanted to show this off when I first got it, but I never ended up doing it. But this is the Onward to Golgotha box set that came out. And I'll show that real quick. And this is super sick. So it's got the Entrapment of Evil. And I got that signed, of course, the 7-inch. John up there. This one too. Horrific Prophecies. Of course, on the Golgotha, sitting on that, and it's a live album. It's a gatefold double LP with a bunch of different live shows on there. So yeah, that's that. So that was really cool to get that signed, especially the Entrapment of Evil. Really stoked to have that, but also to get it signed. It's really sick. Of course, I got, I'll show this too. Just set list, but this one's, I guess, pretty cool. Obviously, it's got the chainsaw party or whatever. Just a little story with that. Me and my friend were in the front row, of course, headbanging as you do. And this is just something like I really don't understand. Like, it's just so annoying to me. Like, there was this dude directly in front of me, he had a full like hoodie on and everything, but just like standing there, just like not doing anything. I'm just like, why did you bother to get all the way to the front to just stand there? But anyways, so we were directly in front of Chuck, and he's just a cool dude. Like you feel the like energy coming from him, and they feed off of your energy and just that whole sort of thing, right? So at the end of the show, or at the end of their set, I just happened to like not be looking right at that moment, and he was handing a set list like in my direction, and the dude in front of us that's just standing there not doing anything like snatched it up, and I heard him be like, oh, like, you know, you didn't get it or whatever, but I didn't think anything of it. I didn't mind. It was whatever. But then as they were like packing up again, he like mouthed over. He was like, do you guys want one? And so he gave us some, which is really cool. And I got to talk to him a little bit afterwards, and he was like, you know, sorry if I like look through people or whatever, but I was like, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't really know what he was apologizing for. He's just a cool dude, really cool dude. I had my leather jacket on with like pins and shit, and we were just like talking about bands or whatever, and he dug MACABRE shirt. But just really cool guys, John and Chuck. But yeah, I'll show the Macabre stuff as well. So this is just like super cool. I mean, not only like I've wanted to see Macabre, but anytime I like, if I were to think like, oh, I'm gonna see Macabre, the idea that I would get anything signed by them would be not possible, because it'd probably be at a festival or something like that. Because I'm pretty sure they're playing at MDF this year, but so getting signatures was awesome. But I got all three guys on there: Corporate Death, Dennis the Menace, and Nefarious. Murder Metal CD. And of course, Sinister Slaughter. Sig up there, and down there in the corner. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection, but that was super cool. And man, they sounded great. I don't think a lot of people realize, like, if you're a fan of Macabre, maybe you know, but I mean, those guys are really old. Like, no diss, of course, they played great, but it's odd to see like guys their age that like when they started and when metal was up and coming, like you wouldn't expect their age to be playing such an extreme style of metal. So it's cool, and you know, who knows how much longer they'll really be playing. So it was really cool to see them, and overall the show was just, yeah, really good time. Chapel Bones is sick, and I'm stoked. Hopefully they end up doing like a full fest. I think that'd be really cool. I think it'd be really sick if they brought Repulsion. Like, that would be, I mean, it fits the theme, and that would just be sick. Of course, I've never seen them before, so yeah, that would be awesome. But then I also saw Exhumed on their tour for their new album Red Asphalt, and of course it's Exhumed. Like, it was a killer show. Playing, the energy, the actual like the show that they put on it's just killer, and the new album is awesome. Like, just all around sick. So of course I got the I think I'll take this out. Yeah, I got the new album signed by all the members. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was a couple of shows I've been to recently that were really sick. And I guess I'll just show off a couple of recent additions to my collection. First thing we got is Mortal Dread, Rancid Disembowelment. So I actually did not hear this. Actually, most of these things are very like new listens for me, but yeah, I mean, the artwork caught my eye. This was put out by Nuclear War Now, but the artwork immediately caught my eye. This is a demo, I think it's 1991, maybe? 1990. Really sick, nasty death metal. First thing that comes to mind is like, in the style of like, I guess Autopsy, maybe like, I guess if you want to talk about like demo band, like Dr. Shrinker and maybe like the Head Rot demos. But yeah, this is just killer stuff. This is the only thing they ever put out from the States. But this actual record is really cool. It's got this Obi strip and got some more right there. And just on black vinyl. So yeah, check that out. Next thing I'll show off is the Eucharist. This is actually a compilation of all the demos, and I think it's an EP, maybe? Or no, this is from the demo, and maybe it was one track. I don't know, but it's mostly that first demo from Sweden. Once again, this is another like fairly new listen for me, but man, this stuff is sick. As you can see on the back, like he's got a Grotesque shirt, so it sounds like Grotesque. It's almost like Possessed. It's like a really nice blend of like black metal and death metal, sort of. The vocals are more like lenient to like, I don't necessarily want to say black metal, sort of like Possessed kind of. Just a higher, like maybe mid-range sort of screaming, but I love that shit. So this is really, really killer stuff, and it's from Sweden, so you know it's probably gonna be good. And I mean, look at those guys. Young. Oh yeah, check that out. He's got an Incubus shirt on too. But yeah, I'll show this off. It's got a poster too, which I don't have in here, but it's just of the artwork. It's got a booklet with like the history, photos and stuff like that. I love stuff like this. I think it's mandatory in like any record really. Just a white record, but yeah. So check that out too if you haven't heard it. And the next thing is the last one, Anatomy. Once again, another new find for me. This is also a compilation, and it's the art and everything is the Twisting Depths of Horror EP. And if that art looks familiar, that's because it's Chris Moyen. So that, of course, caught my eye. But these guys are Australian death metal. Well, sort of black death metal. To me, what I hear is deicide, imprecation, early immolation, vital remains. Yeah, I don't know, stuff like that. And they're Australian, so I almost feel like there is almost elements that sound like Sadistic Execution or something like that, like vocal wise, like just sprinkle in there. But this has the EP, of course, which is the title and the artwork. But it's got another EP they did, 1991 demo, another demo, and an unreleased 1994 track. But the main EP is my favorite. Just satanic death metal, as it should be. It's clear vinyl, which is really cool. I always like clear ones. And this is a band I haven't really heard many people talk about. Gatefold, history, lyrics, stuff like that. It's a double LP, so here's the other one. But yeah, super sick stuff. Check out all these releases if you haven't. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Sick shows, sick records, and if you would like to, feel free to let me know if you want to see anything else, any other ideas. I need to post more. I need to get more consistent with it, but yeah, so just let me know if there's what type of videos you'd want to see. Maybe I have an idea for like a non-metal one, just show off the stuff in my collection that's not metal that I'm also into, or more metal, you know, just whatever. Feel free to let me know, but peace. I'll see you guys in the next one.